Bianca Andreescu is set to compete at the upcoming Canadian Open, a tournament she won in 2019 after her opponent, Serena Williams, retired just 4 games into the final after just 19 minutes of competition. Williams ended the match citing back spasms. Andreescu approached the 23-time Grand Slam champion at the bench, gave her a hug and crouched in front of Williams to offer her comfort. Andreescu, who rose to as high as number 4 that year, recalled how that moment of supporting a fellow woman was positively received on social media and made her realize that there should be more of that, not just in tennis but in the world. That final was kind of crappy because of what she, Serena Williams, had to go through. She was very emotional at the end. Being able to be there and kind of comfort her in a way, I hope I did, at least, Bianca Andreescu told TSN Sports. It was super amazing because the response that happened afterwards on social media of women supporting other women was incredible, and it made me realize a lot about how there should be more of that not only in our sport but in our world. Andreescu added. The rematch took place just 3 weeks later in the final of the US Open, where Andreescu scored the biggest win of her career, beating Williams, in a completed match this time, to hoist her maiden Grand Slam title. Andreescu, however, was beset with her own injury concerns 2 months later, hurting her left knee in the WTA finals in October that led to a 15-month layoff and started a troublesome 2 years for the Canadian. In 2021, Andreescu acquired COVID in April and in December announced her decision to take a mental health break that lasted 3 months. These experiences helped Andreescu learn a lot about herself, giving her renewed confidence coming into the Canadian Open slated to take place from August 5-14. Last year was super hard for me, but I learned a lot about myself. I do feel better in my own skin, and it definitely wouldn't have happened if I didn't go through what I went through the last couple of years, said Andreescu in an article on CBC. Even with injuries, it was super hard being away from the sport, but it was definitely worth it because of how I'm feeling now. Bianca Andreescu confesses to watching idol Serena Williams' Grand Slam comeback at Wimbledon. Bianca Andreescu revealed that she watched Serena Williams' match against Harmony Tan at Wimbledon and backed the former longtime number 1. I watched that Wimbledon first round. I was rooting for her so much, said Bianca Andreescu in the same interview with TSN Sports. Williams might meet Andreescu again at the Canadian Open as the American is on the entry list. World number 1 Iga Swiatek, 2-time US Open champion Naomi Osaka and reigning champion at Flushing Meadows Emma Raducanu will also compete. I know she, Serena Williams, is going to do well. She wouldn't be back if she thinks she's not going to do well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she does, said Bianca Andreescu.